my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city. From this day on, there's war.
Hungry?
My sir, please. Oh, thank you. You truly are a good person.
A sun-child, huh? If you came to watch the fights, you're late. Apparently, someone beat the beast. I wish I'd seen that.
Well, well. The venerable Sunchild graces us with its presence. Come to gawk at the people worse off than you.
You picked a good time to come down here. Apparently, the Relata's leader, thought...
Beautiful and proud, the ruler of the Undercity, Pietra was her name. She was feared and desired. Beggars, thieves, and murderers.
Bloody flesh maggots. They...
What?
Red madness. Enemies before our
So, you came. I was already starting to wonder if that courier simply took off with the money. That would just perfectly round off my experience in this wonderful country. Take a seat and treat yourself. Drinks are on me. So...
Is it important? I don't have time to talk. The City Watch wants all able men
let's
and
cut
women
to the
take
chase.
up arms and help
I want you to
defend the
help me
city
find the
against those
green
enemies
Scarabaeus, the idol of Mirala.
I can't believe this is
And
actually
yes, I know we had our differences. Sorry for what I said to you back there in the sickle, but I was just so angry at that arrogant old fool of a guildmaster. You were only following your orders, and I understand why you didn't tell me what was going on. In any case, the fact that the Scarabaeus has been stolen nullifies any potential business we could have done with the Golden Sickle. Simply put, there's no longer any reason for us to put up with Deloren and his complicated character. Oh yes, Chilean poison. The ingredients of which you could find here on ENDERAL in less than 2 days. So no, we didn't have anything to do with that ambush. Seriously, friend. If you were planning on maliciously murdering someone, would your plan include using his blood to smear your name all over his body? Come on. Even someone as prejudiced against us as Deloren should have seen the absurdity of it. Simply put, yes. But before you say anything, know that I have found out something else that changes the situation entirely. Deloren is holding something back from you. Something vital. Before I tell you what it is, however, I want your promise that you will help me. I'm not asking you to betray anyone. Believe me, you're one of the few reasonable people around here, and helping me is the right thing to do. Please, I'm not making this up. I will tell you all I know once you've given me your promise.
never change.
You think business. I like that. Rest assured, we pay better than the Sickle ever would. And if this ends our way, we will make sure it won't be to your disadvantage. 2 things. Firstly, you will string Deloren along. He must not learn about our agreement until the very end. Just ignore his appeals. Secondly, from now on, the 2 of us will work together. In every way. By the name of the sun, don't be so theatrical. I'm not asking you to poison his food or kill his kittens, but simply to help me. And believe me, you know nothing about this man. Think it over. Your choice.
Walk blessed, my sir.
Foreigners.
Well, well. The venerable Sunchild graces us with its presence. Come to gawk at the people worse off than you.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this
Yes?
city. To many of you.
We will keep an eye on her. Thank you for your help, my Sir DeLorean. May your path always be even.
And yours. Good of you to come by. I was just about to send a messenger. There is news. We recently received a letter from an internal source within the Blue Islands Coalition itself. One of O'Neillis's men, it seems. And we were right. The Blue Island Coalition was behind the attack. They planned to steal the Scarabaeus and put the blame on us so they could leave without paying a single penny for it. I haven't told you that yet, have I? We were right. It was Chilean poison. And yes, theoretically the assassins could have brewed it here in ENDERAL themselves. But to do that they would have needed money for the ingredients, and a skilled alchemist. Both of which are very costly. Someone who brought the poison over from Chile, however. That's much more likely. He wanted to keep his identity a secret for understandable reasons. But he knew things an outsider couldn't possibly have known. Including details about the Sickle's correspondence with the Chileans about the trade. If it really was someone else, then yes. But by Malphas, I swear, if we find irrefutable proof that these dressed-up cutthroats really are behind all this, they will hang for it, I swear it. This is about more than the Scarabaeus. Weaving an intrigue like this, these pathless bastards spit on everything the civilized world and the Lightborn stand for. I will not accept that. Find proof we can show to the Guard. They will take care of the rest. Our informant said something else in his letter. There's a small cave just on the outskirts of Ark, and an exchange is supposed to take place there very soon. The Scarabaeus. The Guard is already informed, but it would be foolish to send a troop of armed soldiers into that cave. They would see them coming. We have to proceed cautiously, and that makes you the perfect candidate for this. Go to the cave and scout it out. Look for hard evidence. Anything that tells us when they plan to do the exchange. Here, this is where the cave should be located. Now go, and be careful. Yes?
Wait, I think I know you. You helped the Grandmaster crush those Neremese bastards at the harbor gate, didn't you? I can't believe that actually happened.
Is it important?
Yes? Good evening. Sure, where to? Already dark? Oh my, how the time flies by. So much to do, so little time.
of the sun. You!
Good evening. Sure, where to?
Can I help you?
Red madness. Enemies before our gates. How can the Order ask us to keep on living as if nothing has happened?
Now get lost before I lose it!
Bloody weather.
Well, have you been to the hideout?
Some things never change.
Oh, damn. You said you found proof. Those pathless bastards. It's about time we had this thing over to the guard.
My sir!
What?
The trading post, my sir. It has been attacked. I don't know at all. This Chilean woman, Mirillis. Her and a handful of mercenaries stormed the contour and started executing the workers there. She completely lost her mind.
By the name of the sun. Did anyone stop her?
No, my sir. They've barricaded themselves in.
What should we do? Yes, of course. Dogger, get me Sergeant Harleton. I need to see him at once. With the Naramis in the harbor, we can't control the ships. But he has to make sure no one leaves the city until the Chilean scum is taken care of. If the attack on the trading post is a diversion, someone else might be trying to get the idol out of the city right at this very moment.
Understood, my sir.
Protector, you need to go to the trading post at once. There's a hidden way, inside through the old crypt under the city. I don't know. Try to save as many workers as you can, and see if you can catch this O'Nalis alive. And Dogger, no word of this to the guard. The safer these Kalayans feel, the better for us. Go now, and good luck.
The light fades away at the end of the day. Ta-dum-dum.
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you around here before. Just take a look around and tell me if you see anything you like.
Huh? Can I help you?
Monsieur?
Oh well.
Just don't get any younger.
Can I help you?
Greetings.
In al bed, sorry. In al bed, sorry.
Oh yeah, Karaka will like this.
Finally. Fun.
Blazes. Are they dead? No. This is not my blood. They... Oh, by Malphus, why? They just walked in here and then... They killed them. All of them. Can you believe it? Yes. Yes, of course. The Colleen woman. Onolise, or whatever her name is. She suddenly walked into the trading post and started throwing insults at everyone. Something about a Scarbaceus and how the sickle is a shame for the civilized world. And then she said she would keep the trading post as a deposit until Dow Lorraine paid her the money, whatever she meant by that. As I said, Yunem, he just couldn't keep his mouth shut. And then... things just went south. I'm sorry. It's a lot to take in. I don't know. After the massacre, she told the mercenaries to stay here and then fled from the trading post. I think we should tell the guards it's safe to come in now, shouldn't we? What madness. What has become of this world?
Walk blessed.
You!
What in blazes are you doing here? That's the question.
No trace of him, Commander. Protector, you're back! Why are you here? Shouldn't you be at the trading post? Gone. I think it was a diversion. They wanted to draw our attention. Or worse, yes.
We caught that Chilean woman, Onellis, however. She tried to flee through the west gate. Possibly. Protector Dargar told me what has happened. All about this entire conflict, including the ambush on the caravan. It was foolish of Dalaran not to bring us in earlier. No, and she claimed not to know anything about it. But she could have let someone else do it. Not properly, but she denies any connection to the kidnapping. If you're the new protector, then you're also the one who welcomed Onellis into the city, aren't you? That means you know her. Maybe it's best if you talk to her. If we want to save Dalaran, we need to find out where he is, and as quickly as possible. Go into the prison and show the warden this. It's a signed order. And needless to say, hurry. The Blue Islands Coalition has responded to the letter Onellis sent them recently, and they have dispatched another emissary to settle things, as they put it. He should be here very soon. He is coming here on a black Murad. A special breed from Calais. They are similar to our Murads, only they're black and a good 500 pounds heavier. They are the only way to make the passage from Kir to ENDERAL in less than 2 weeks. But there are very few of them, and a voyage by Black Murad costs a fortune. So this whole thing must be worth a lot to our Chilean friends. You should. We already have enough problems in this land, and we don't need to add losing the most influential merchant in the city to the pile.
Hello.
Yes?
Always complaining. If this is really such a...
You're the protector, aren't you? Commander Aaron told me you would come. Here's the key to her cell. Do whatever is necessary.
Now, look at that. The Master's pet returns. What is this? The I'm on your side act? Just save your breath.
Seriously, Protector.
If you think I could just stand by and watch while your esteemed Merchants Guild spits on everything I stand for, you're wrong. Dead wrong.
Oh, just shut the fuck up, will you? Really, just shut up. Unless for the first time in your miserable life you're planning on not talking rubbish. You staged the ambush. You! But, oh wait, this is probably all just a misunderstanding. It was just a coincidence that you were in the assassin's hideout, wasn't it? And it was only a coincidence that you killed my men after they followed you there. Believe me, friend. We've overlooked a lot of your guild's bullshit. But there are limits. Letter? What letter?
I never saw this before, not once. And I have no idea who this JS is or what the fuck he or she's talking about.
One question. Answer it honestly. Is this a feint? Another trick to...
Forgive us. I said, forgive us for the deeds of this woman.
Master Oolon?
Quiet. I propose we discuss this elsewhere, and without the presence of this murderer. Ulas, guard her until we are back.
But...
Follow me. So, let us make this brief. What Dijam O'Neillis did does not, in the least, represent the spirit of the Blue Islands Coalition, and we deeply lament what has happened. As a token of our condolence, we offer an additional 10,000 pennies on the original price we negotiated for the idol, if you should succeed in finding it again. In addition, Dijam O'Neillis will stay here to be tried under Enderalian law. Yes, and we regret that it has come to that. But, as I said, her actions did not, and do not, represent the Blue Islands Coalition. We are businessmen and women, not mindless butchers. Well, then you are mistaken. Here, look for yourself. This is the letter Dijam sent us 2 weeks ago. She was of firm conviction that your master, Dal Loran, staged the attack. And I, as one of the Chilean elders, can also confirm that we had planned nothing of Saraz Jotule.
My. Aren't you a faithful pet? Can't wait to save your master, can you? Welcome to the Circle of the Unknowing.
My dames and my sirs, I cordially welcome you to the last act of this magnificent play.
What the?
For so long, you felt the thrill. For so long, you asked yourself the questions. What does the charming woman from Calais really pursue? How will DeLorean react to the death of his beloved foster son? And what role will the mysterious and ambitious new protector play in all this?
Zara Struduli. You're behind all this.
Guess what? A potion brewed from aesthetics woe. Don't worry, he's only unconscious. But that is, for the moment. But why? Just look where we stand. A trading post full of dead workers, a kidnapped guildmaster, and two of the mightiest trading guilds on the brink of tearing one another apart. And all due to mere suspicion. I had hoped things would turn out differently this time. I really did. But I suppose I was too naive. Again. Provoked? All I did was throw a piece of meat into the arena. The rest was done by the wolves. Namely, the Golden Sickle and the Blue Islands Coalition. Why, you ask? Because they're scum. Human scum, driven by greed, selfishness, and hatred. That is what all of those so-called merchants really are. What they hide behind their shiny, shiny smiles. Oh, there it is. The big question. But I fear the answer is simple. I want to see them burn. I want to see them burn, all of them. Together with their bloody bigotry and their never-ending thirst for gold. I want them to choke on it. I don't think they are. They are. Ask the countless lives they've destroyed. Ask the farmers they forced to sell their goods for nothing, because otherwise they would cease to exist. Ask about the bribing, the lying, and the complete disregard for humanity. You know, Protector, when I started with the Sickle, I actually believed all this bullshit they kept rambling on about. I mean, path abidingness, success through hard work, integrity. And yes, I wanted to believe it. I really did. But the more I saw who they really were, the more I began to understand. The forces like the Sickle and the Coalition are what make the world the place it is. The forces led by people who don't care about anything but making money, and who would sell their own mothers if it would mean making a profit. Their lives revolve around one thing, and that is themselves. What happened to the caravan was an accident. Nobody would have died if they would have just simply turned over the idol. But no, they just wouldn't. They had it coming. Of course you think that. You don't know the ugly parts of his past. The ones he didn't tell you about. Are you really asking that? If you know one merchant, you know them all. They're selfish scum. And Calais, with their so-called culture, is the embodiment of what I just said. Greed, greed, greed. Wherever you look. It has poisoned their minds, and worse, they're proud of it. In the end, it was a coincidence. When I learned of the deal DeLorean and the Coalition were planning, I knew the time had finally come. Ridiculous. I call it symbolic. I mean, look at it. Lion and Scorpion gathered around their prey, the idol. And here you are, the reckless fast climber, hungry for success and money, caught between two fronts. Oh, just drop the act, will you? I knew it the moment you walked through that door. Onolis, DeLorean, Master Ulon, whatever they call themselves, I can recognize an egomaniac when I see one. You. All you care about is wealth and power, just like all of your kind do. Well, you're right. I don't, and I don't intend to. Believe me, I know what you are. No matter how you try to hide it, you're greedy scum, just like them. What? No, you all die. And together, you will paint a picture of justice unlike anything this city has ever seen. Dejam Onolis, killed by Mael DeLorean's ambitious hireling, eager to avenge the people who he thinks the Chilean has murdered. He kidnapped her from the prison to execute her gruesomely, left for everyone to see in the city's beloved theater, where Onolis' henchmen kept the Guildmaster prisoner. But things got out of hand. She freed herself, and what followed was nothing short of a massacre. The Protector, DeLorean, and the Blue Islands Coalition's beautiful emissary, all dead. So, what will be the end of it all? This massacre. It will make people open their eyes. They will see these guilds for what they really are. Wolves. Greedy, pathetic scum. And together, they'll put an end to their miserable existence. Maybe, but maybe not. But it's worth a try. Alex, Deborah, kill them!
What? Where am I? Tell me. Mirillis? But... by Malphus, how could... Why? Why did he do this? The Red Madness. You always hear about those kinds of things. But you never think it will affect anyone in your vicinity, let alone yourself. And now this. I still can't believe it. Tell me, Protector. Is it true what Mirillis said? That all he did was throw a piece of meat into the arena, and that that it was all my fault? I mean, was my suspicion against the Coalition really that unjustified? I see. Be that as it may, what matters now is that we have the Scarabaeus back, and that we can seal the bargain. Then at least, all of this won't have been for nothing. What about her? Yes, Mirillis played her too. But nonetheless, she's responsible for the deaths of the workers. Yes, I suppose you're right. There's enough bad blood between our countries as it is. Protector, I thank you for all you've done. Who knows what would have happened if you hadn't been there? I suppose it's time to tie up the loose ends now. I will meet this Master Ulan immediately and tell the guards about this. They will want our testimony. Then, come to the guild house as soon as you can.
Monsieur? News? What kind of question is that? If you know how to wield a weapon, and it looks as if you do, go report to the barracks and help with the defense of the city. We need every able-bodied man and woman we can get.
Rain, rain, rain. You helped defend the city, didn't you? Thank you. But why didn't anyone listen to me in the first place? I told them those Naramis were dangerous. And now this happened.
A penny, monsieur.
Please, just 1 penny.
Fruits, vegetables.
Hungry for arcane secrets?
Bullet. I just don't see the fucking point.
Anything for friends sacrifice.
Huh?
Protector, good to see you. In case you'd like to know, the Chileans set sail yesterday at first light. Onelis is with them, but the apothecary said the poison the assassins used will permanently damage her mind. Still, we have the money, and they have the Scarabaeus, as it was intended from the beginning. It will. And with the bonus the Chileans paid us, we might even be able to help somewhere else. This country certainly needs it. I assume he was talking about some of the decisions I've come to make in my time as Guildmaster. You know, I have made mistakes, as all souls do. And many of the things I've had to do to keep the sickle alive might seem cruel or uncompassionate when viewed from the outside. But no matter what, I have always respected the righteous path. Those who showed diligence and faith were rewarded. Those who didn't ended up on the road. That's just life. And only a fool would think he could save everybody. Probably, yes, but not anytime soon. One more thing. This amulet here. It was meant for Rodas. He did excellent work in past moons and would have soon been promoted. But now, you know. I think this will be better off in your hands than locked away forever in the sickle's treasury. Anyway, I have things to do now. Walk blessed, Protector. And may your path always be even.
Work.
Now get lost before I lose it!
Red madness. Enemies before our gates. How can the old ask?
Mm-hmm. Wait, I think I know you. You helped